very well-known brand.
Yeah.
The whole what do you call challenge around there is all these are valuation-based companies who are just trying to get exit for investors' money.
Yeah.
That's what their IPO is. It's not a growth stage IPO. It's not like Swiggy is getting inside IPO because they're trying to raise money for further growth of their company. That's the difference between traditional businesses and the current crop of startups that are going into IPO. A traditional business going into IPO is going because they're trying to expand geographies, they're trying to expand product lines in that true sense. Whereas some of these startups are overinflated on their valuation by a huge chunk and are just trying to offload that loss of value to retail investors and institutional investors rather than try and be a little more profitable. Like you, me, and everybody who follows startup ecosystem closely knows that after 7 years, 10 years, and around the globe, there's no money in food delivery.
Hmm.
You know, um, I mean, Lyft hasn't made money, Uber Eats hasn't made money, Bolt hasn't made money in Europe,
Yeah.
Deliveroo hadn't made money. Like nobody's made money.
Hmm.
So you're not gonna see it that differently that Swiggy will just start minting money just because they have really big backers. And it's
Hmm.
now grown to the size that there is no further market for them. Like the
Hmm.
market is duopoly divided between Zomato and Swiggy straight down the middle,
Hmm.
like your Amazon and Flipkart on the other side. So I feel it's just honestly an exit. I think retail investors should be smart enough to avoid it, but I think they will still end up getting subscribed to the extent they want.
Tell me one thing, this Mama Earth wala thing, a lot of people have been speculating that they announced their quarterly report also, no? Annual or quarterly report abhi very recently. And everything is in positive now. Suddenly after the IPO. Is it
It's
just a
positive
PR
at
stunt
a
or?
it's a very small it's a very small amount.
Hmm.
Secondly, as a chartered accountant, I can frankly show you what profits and numbers you want legally. So
Acha.
there's enough legal ways to also bend around
Acha.
what's needed to be shown
Acha.
by putting in creative accounting policies and creative company making and subsidiary making and whatnot.
Hmm. मतलब आप नंबर दिखा दोगे अभी दिखा सकते हो अगर
Uh,
आपको
we there are times when CAs are taught how to work from a number back
या
towards what needs to be shown,
हम्म
and I mean, I've had chat with people who were on the audit team of Satyam once upon a time. So, those were shown as case studies to us what not to do, what to do. Even right now, the pressure, because think about it, like some of these companies, take Mamaearth, take Swiggy. Do you know what they will be paying their chartered accountancy teams? They'll be paying in crores of rupees. Everybody involved in the Swiggy IPO is getting paid crores. So you're getting your lifetime retirement value of money to just to make this look pretty. I'm not gonna say fudge it, just to make it look prettier. So there's a lot of big money riding behind these IPOs. Is why even the best of the people who are who wouldn't do things like this would end up doing because is it really hurting anybody? Is how people think.
नहीं नहीं बात सही है यार आई थिंक दे आर आल्सो ट्राइंग टू फेंड फॉर देमसेल्व्स और ये लूप होल है ना दिस इज टेक्निकली अ लूप होल दे आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग इलीगल
Yeah, but again, if you look at even an Elon Musk, Elon Musk has fooled people by tweeting about Tesla deals and Tesla cars while he's himself making money off the New York stock exchange in US on Tesla stocks, and he's been pulled up by the SEC. But he has such a cult following amongst people that people believe everything he'll spin off to them to make money off his own shares. Um, so it's not a phenomenon only on one side. It's something that's happened all over the world, happening all over the world. These are the kind of stocks which have also such a great brand value that 60-70% of the innocent people who don't know what's exactly wrong with them or how a stock market IPO is actually just an exit for you to run away with, this
Hmm.
boatload of valuation.
Hmm.
I think that's where this happens and why, it will keep happening.
नहीं नहीं यार, I think if you are a good brand and if you're making money, I think your accounting and finance team has to be even smarter. The way I look at it. So yeah, I think having, and that's why you see all these bigger companies having the star-studded legal and finance teams who actually help them. And it makes sense also. That's where all the Goldman Sachs and the Lehman Brothers have also all made money as well, na?